Have you ever wondered what it was like to live during the time of Bach, Handel, and Vivaldi? Welcome to a journey through the Baroque era. This period, spanning from the late 16th to the mid-18th century, was a time of great change and innovation. Music took on new forms and structures, with composers like Vivaldi creating concertos that still resonate with us today. Literature flourished, with writers pushing the boundaries of what was considered the norm. Even architecture saw a transformation, with grand structures and ornate designs becoming a hallmark of the era. But what about the common people? They too experienced these shifts, with the art and culture of the time influencing their daily lives. They listened to the music, read the literature, and lived among the architectural marvels of their time. As the Baroque era progressed, it gave birth to some of the most influential composers and artists in history. As we delve deeper into the Baroque era, we find ourselves in what is often referred to as the Golden Age of Baroque. A period brimming with creativity and innovation, it was during this time that three of the most influential composers in history, Johann Sebastian Bach, George Friedrich Handel, and Antonio Vivaldi, made their indelible marks. Imagine the sound of a harpsichord, the plucking of strings, the rich resonance of an organ. These are the sounds that defined the mid-Baroque period, where Bach's complex counterpoint and fugue compositions dazzled, Handel's grand oratorios moved audiences to tears, and Vivaldi's vibrant concertos painted pictures with music. Each, in their own way, pushed the boundaries of what was possible in music, setting the stage for a new era of artistic expression. Yet the golden age of Baroque wasn't confined to music. The architecture of this era was just as grand and awe-inspiring. Take a moment to envision the elaborate facades, the dramatic use of light and shadow, the ornate sculptures that seemed to come alive, all hallmarks of Baroque architecture. This was an era where buildings were not just structures, but works of art, echoing the complexities and emotions found in the music of the time. And let's not forget the literature. The Baroque period was a time of great intellectual and philosophical exploration. Writers delved deep into the human psyche, exploring themes of love, death, and morality, often through the lens of realism and satire. They questioned the status quo and provoked thought, much like the composers and architects of their time. Life for the common people during this era was a tapestry of hardship and hope. Despite the struggles, they found solace and joy in the arts. The music, architecture, and literature of the Baroque era were not just for the elite, but for everyone, offering a sense of shared communal experience. The Golden Age of Baroque was a time when art, in all its forms, reached new heights of grandeur and emotion. It was a period that set the course for the Romantic era over 100 years later, shaping the future of art and culture in ways that continue to resonate today. As the Baroque era drew to a close, it left behind a legacy that would influence generations to come. The late Baroque period was a time of immense creativity and innovation, a period when the arts were flourishing and the world was beginning to take a new shape. Music was evolving, and so too was architecture, each borrowing from the other to create an aesthetic that was grand, monumental, and completely unique. At the heart of this evolution were the influential composers of the time, the likes of Johann Sebastian Bach, George Friedrich Handel, and Antonio Vivaldi. Their music, intricate and emotive, pushed the boundaries of what was possible and paved the way for the Romantic era. Bach's complex melodic lines, Handel's majestic choral works, and Vivaldi's dynamic concertos were not just music for the time. They were music for the ages. They captured the spirit of the Baroque era, its grandeur, its emotion, its monumental beauty, and infused it into their compositions. But the influence of the Baroque era extended beyond music. Its architecture, characterized by ornate details and grand proportions, left an indelible mark on the Romantic era. This was a time when buildings were not just structures, they were works of art, designed to inspire and to awe. The grandeur of Baroque architecture, with its intricate facades and monumental structures, resonated with the Romantic era's emphasis on emotion and individualism. And then there was the literature. The Baroque era was a time when words were used to paint vivid pictures, to evoke strong emotions, and to explore the depths of the human condition. This literary tradition, with its emphasis on emotion and imagination, laid the groundwork for the Romantic era's focus on individual experience and personal expression. The Baroque era, with its rich tapestry of music, architecture, and literature, continues to inspire and captivate us even today. The echoes of this bygone era can still be heard in the music we listen to, in the buildings we admire, and in the words we read. Its legacy, monumental and majestic, lives on